Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Battlefront II Modded. In today's episode, we're still looking at the conversion pack, and I was tipped off by Maverichel, the guy who finished up this mod and implemented the Knights of the Old Republic era, and he mentioned the hunt game modes that are on some of the maps here, so I wanted to go ahead and give those a try. So it looks like this one on Camino is going to be the Republic against the Mandalorians, aka the Mandalorian Wars, which took place just a few years prior to the Knights of the Old Republic games. So let's go ahead and try out some of these Mandalorian units, because we don't usually get to play as those. And yeah, I've got 3 of these hunt modes queued up for today's episode, because they usually do tend to go kind of short, so I figured that would be a good idea. Oh, okay, so that's a time bomb. It looks like a det pack from the default game, so I thought I was going to be able to throw it and immediately detonate it, but it seems to actually be a time bomb. I'm not sure why it doesn't use the time bomb model, but that's interesting. But yeah, so this is, I don't know, is this going to run like a standard conquest, or are we be able to capture command post too? Probably not. I think it's probably disabled. Yeah, I thought so. Although if you could capture command post, that wouldn't really matter, I suppose. Throw out another time bomb over there. Let's see if we can take out this guy. Oh, did I kill him by shooting at the turret? I didn't think I would do that much damage to the turret. Take out the Jedi Gunman over here. I do got to make sure to play as him at some point, because he is a little bit interesting, because I believe he's the first character, the first modded character in Battlefront 2 to dual-wield pistols. Although, to be honest, it's not like true dual wielding. He doesn't actually have 2 weapons. He has one weapon, and then there's a model of a second pistol that's put in his hand, and he's given some custom animations, and the ordnance that fires kind of from the center of his body, so it kind of gives the illusion that he has 2 pistols, but in reality he still only has 1. But that's really the only way to do that in the game engine that we are playing in currently. So, but yeah, that was the first time that there were dual pistols in modded Battlefront 2, or Battlefront 2 for that matter at all. I mean, there wasn't any dual wielding in default Battlefront 2 either. And for that matter, I don't think there's dual wielding in the new Battlefront either. So that's interesting. I suppose that's not really something that was a priority. So what we're gonna play is this other Mandalorian here, who seems to have a vibro blade, and it looks like Mace Windu's combo. So he can kind of do a ground pound, but he doesn't actually do the shatter effect on the ground like Mace Windu would, which I suppose does make sense because, yeah. Let's just go ahead and finish this guy off by shooting him. Although this pistol doesn't seem to do much damage, although the Jedi Gunman is a little bit higher in health, so I suppose that's understandable. Let's go ahead and try the Stealth Mandalorian out. So we'll go ahead and go invisible here. Yeah, not a lot of options for the Mandalorians, but of course this is just a hunt game mode. This is a little side thing. It's not really meant to, you know, I don't know. It's something, I don't think I've ever played this specific hunt game mode, to be honest. Because the hunt game modes are the ones that you don't really notice as much. Because it's not as readily apparent that they are there. Because of the way the 1.3 patch works, it actually changes the way you select missions, so that everything that's possible on that map is not selected at once. You have to go in and manually select it, and it does that because there are so many missions added to the mission select screen, which I don't think I've shown on camera because my recording software, for some reason, wants to record that in a different resolution, and it kind of messes up my recording, so I don't do that. But yeah, so basically you have to select every mode you want to play individually, and you know, you can't really tell for sure until you try to add it to the game list if a certain map has a certain game mode. So for example, I can't really tell unless I try and add, you know, hunt game mode for Camino for the Knights of the Old Republic era that this game mode even exists. So yeah, but anyways, what I was saying, it's kind of a little side game mode. It's not really like the primary, because most people, when they play Battlefront, they're going to play Conquest, maybe occasionally Capture the Flag, although Capture the Flag really isn't as fun in single player. And to be fair, I don't know if Capture the Flag is really that fun in this game at all. I mean, it's it's okay on occasion. The only problem is when heroes are enabled, and you can just run the flag from one side to the other in about 10 seconds flat. But yeah, so kind of missing grenades on this guy, to be honest. I guess I can throw a time bomb over here. But some grenades would be nice to clear out big groups of enemies, but that's okay. Okay, we need just a few more points. Luckily, this hunt mode is working properly, unlike the hunt modes that were not working properly in my own Ultimate Battlefront mod. Still not sure exactly why that was. There must have been something that I goofed up there, but... Yep, there we go, and then we got a couple more queued up to do here. Just to check them out. Yeah, of course we did most of the heavy lifting there. But that's usually how it works. So Mos Eisley, I expect maybe like... Okay, Mandalorians and Sith. Gotcha. Okay, so this is interesting. Seeing the Sith Assassin there does remind me of Knights of the Old Republic 2, where the Sith Assassins fight the Mandalorians. But let's try out some of these Sith characters here. Let's go for this guy with the 2 lightsabers. It looks like he has Force Lightning, which looks like it's the default Force Lightning, which is perfectly fine. Although I don't like when you use the default Force Lightning, that if you use it for an extended period of time, your character's arm goes down, and it doesn't really look like he's firing it from anywhere. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look like he's giving it much effort. He just kind of has his hands down, and he's like, well, I guess I'm Force Lightning-ing you, you know? Alright, well, we should be able to take out these guys pretty quick, because we do have a melee character. And generally, is that our guy? I think that's our guy. Anybody up here? Doesn't look like it. There's a little area over here you can actually get in the wall. I remember someone showing me that. Although, maybe it's actually blocked off here. Because I thought it was right there. But yeah, I mean, we're playing against, you know, computer-controlled opponents. I don't feel too bad if I actually, you know, exploited a glitch briefly. I mean, I don't think that's a big deal, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think me doing this series is really me showing off my skill. I mean, I'm not going to go sit in the wall and just, you know, kill people from there. But, I mean, this series of mod playthroughs is not about showing off my skill at the game. I mean, I guess I'm okay at this game, but it's mostly about showing off the mods, and I think showing off these hunt game modes, it does show off something that I don't think everybody plays, so that's nice to see. It looks like most of the Mandalorians are going to be spawning in here, so that's nice. And let's stay at a range from the yellow ones, because they have the Vibro Sword, and we do want to watch out for that. Oh, and they're actually beating us. How are they beating us? They must be fighting out somewhere where I haven't seen them yet. Because over here, we've been kicking their butts, so... let's see. There's a guy, it looks like he's got him handled, maybe. Maybe. And it looks like the Force Lightning, this Force Lightning does use up your meter faster than Force Lightning in the default game. I guess it makes sense because this is just some random Sith and not Darth Sidious or Count Dooku, whoever uses Force Lightning in the default game. Okay, and then... Oh, and they're still beating us. Holy cow. Wow, okay, so we might actually lose this one. I'm kind of surprised. I thought... since we got a whole bunch of lightsaber characters who all have saber block and could block, you know, blaster fire, I'm kind of surprised that we're doing so poorly. I mean, I guess we're doing okay. I mean, we're both pretty close to the oh, and I'm dead now. I guess I shouldn't talk, but yeah, we're both pretty close to the point limit there. Let's try out this Sith right here. So he has Darth Maul's combo, and he's holding the blade of his lightsaber. I wouldn't recommend doing that. And, okay, it's getting pretty close. What is this attack? I'm not quite sure. Alright. Oh, and we lost. I was just about to say we need one more, but I didn't quite get it. So yeah, some interesting units here. Obviously, they're all reskins. No new models in this. I don't believe there's any new models. So these are all reskins made to look like Sith from the Cliff Wampa. That's interesting. But they're all basically look like Sith from the Knights of the Old Republic games, which is cool. So I guess in this hunt game mode we're playing against Wampas. That's interesting. Okay, they have a lot of health, so this might take a little while. We might have to get some points and try and play somebody who can take these guys out a little bit faster. Oh, and they're racking up the points there. I suppose this is a relatively close quarters map. Not super close quarters, but still, I mean, for fighting Wampas, I mean, it is fairly close quarters, so we're probably gonna lose this pretty quick here. But of course, I didn't really want to play as the Wampa. Ooh. Yep, we lost that already. Okay. Alright, well that's the end of this video. Next time we might do like a mixture of some hunt game modes and some conquest game modes just to keep it interesting. I just didn't have much time to record this episode, so that's why I didn't really do a whole lot. It probably was a little bit shorter, so I do apologize for that. But anyways, yeah, we'll be on the conversion pack for quite a few episodes, so we do have plenty of time to look at stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.